Long ago, in ancient China, there was a small village surrounded by mountains. The mountains were not famous. They were not beautiful in a dramatic way. They were simply there, quiet, old, and steady. In this village lived farmers, woodcutters, potters, and ordinary people. They woke up early. They worked hard. They worried about food, weather, family, and the future, just like we do today. Near the edge of the village, halfway up the mountain path, stood a small Zen monastery. It was not grand. It had no golden statues. No one traveled far to visit it. Inside lived a few monks who practiced meditation, silence, and simple work. This is the story of one bull and how it quietly changed many lives. The head monk of the monastery was very old, so old that no one remembered when he arrived. Some said he had been there since before their grandparents were born. He spoke very little. He taught even less. He spent most of his days doing three things: sweeping the courtyard, sitting in meditation, washing one simple wooden bowl. That bowl was his only possession. Every day, after eating, he washed it carefully, slowly, silently. The younger monks often watched him. One day, a young monk finally asked, "Master, why do you treat that bowl with such care? It is old. It is cracked. It can be replaced." The old monk smiled gently and said, "When you truly see this bowl, you will understand." Then he returned to washing it. In the village below lived a man named Leon. Leon was an ordinary man. He worked hard, but nothing seemed to go right. His crops were often damaged. His children argued. His mind never rested. Even when he slept, his thoughts chased him. He worried about money, the future, mistakes from the past, things people said about him. One evening, exhausted and frustrated, Leon climbed the mountain path to the monastery. He did not come seeking enlightenment. He came seeking relief. When he arrived, the old monk was sweeping leaves. Leon bowed awkwardly and said, "Master, my life is heavy. My mind is always full. Please teach me how to find peace." The old monk looked at him for a long moment. Then he said, "Come tomorrow morning. Bring nothing with you." The next morning, before sunrise, Leon returned to the monastery. The air was cool. The world was quiet. The old monk was sitting near a low wooden table. On the table was the same old bowl. The monk gestured for Leon to sit. Then he picked up the bowl and asked, "What do you see?" Leon answered quickly, "A bowl." The monk nodded. "And what is it for?" Leon replied, "To hold food." The monk gently turned the bowl upside down. "And now?" Leon hesitated. "It holds nothing." The monk smiled. "This is why it is useful." Leon did not understand. So the monk continued. "Your mind," the monk said, "is like this bowl. You fill it with worries. You fill it with fears. You fill it with stories about the past and future. Then you come to me and ask for peace." The monk paused. "If the bowl is already full, how can I put anything new inside?" Leon felt uncomfortable. The monk placed the empty bowl in Liang's hands. "Today," he said, "your task is simple. Do nothing. Just hold this bowl." Liang was confused. "Hold it where?" "Everywhere," the monk said. Liang carried the empty bowl back to the village. At first, he felt foolish. People looked at him strangely. As he worked in the fields, he held the bowl beside him. When his children argued, he held the bowl. When his mind began to worry, he looked at the bowl. Slowly, something unexpected happened. Each time a thought arose, he imagined placing it into the bowl. Soon, the bowl felt heavy, not in his hands, but in his mind. So he imagined turning it upside down, letting the thought fall away. Again and again. That night, Liang slept deeply. No dreams, no worries, just rest. The next morning, he returned the bowl. The old monk asked, "What did you learn?" Liang answered slowly, "I learned that my suffering is not my life. It is what I keep holding." The monk nodded. "That is meditation." Liang expected more instructions, but the monk only said, "When you eat, eat. When you work, work. When you worry, notice it. Then empty the bowl." Liang returned to his life. Nothing magically improved. The crops were still uncertain. His children still argued. But something inside him changed. He no longer carried everything at once. Years passed. Liang grew older. One day, a young man came to him with worries. "Please teach me meditation," the young man said. Liang handed him a bowl and said, "First, learn to empty this." Meditation is not about escaping life. It is about meeting life with an empty bowl, not empty of love, not empty of responsibility, empty of unnecessary weight. Right now, as you listen to this story, notice what you are holding. Worries, judgments, stories. For just one breath, turn the bowl upside down. Let it be empty. Thank you for watching this story. Please help channel by comment and subscribe.